Well, Pisces, get ready for some life-changing dreams. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. There's always an extended reading that goes deeper and gives more details, and those links are right below, so I hope you join me for them. Or you could join my Unbound membership here, on my YouTube channel, where you'll have unlimited access to all the extended readings and all the other benefits that come along with being a member. So I hope you consider that. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Pisces content comes out every single Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. That's over here on the West Coast. And if you want to join me daily, Monday through Friday, I do a live daily tarot card reading over on my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation. I'll attach the link above. I'm going to start off with the astrology, guys, and then we're going to get into the cards. So the astrology is quite powerful for you this week. There's two sextiles impacting Neptune all week long, and that's a sextile to Pluto as well as a sextile to Mercury. Both infuse you with a sense of spiritual certainty and purpose. Mercury retrograde would also give you a sense of consciousness when it comes to your dreams and what your dreams are trying to tell you, or being able to be really in tune with picking up on psychic impressions. Because Mercury is in retrograde, this could have something to do with impressions that you've already seen or you've already experienced that you're re-witnessing in your dreams, and you're just able now to process or filter. Also, because of that sextile to Pluto, there is a sense of certainty in you that you probably haven't felt in a long time. There's a sense of certainty in terms of your spiritual awareness and what you know to be real, what you know to be true, what you know to be important in your life, what you really believe in. That combined with the sextile with Mercury, is like this unlimited amount of creative power and energy in you. This isn't a really good time to try to do anything technical or learn anything technical, but it's an exceptional time for you to get to work on I'd be surprised if you were able to contain your creativity right now. And creativity can come out in whatever field that you work in. It doesn't have to be artwork or performance. Everybody thinks that that's the only way we use creativity. Einstein was a Pisces. He was extremely creative. And that could be all of a sudden things start to come to you. Things start to appeal to you. The world may see the next Einstein. Somebody who is just so far-reaching and expansive and is just so capable of seeing outside of what normal people can see. So ultimately that could be what starts to come to be, and there's a little bit of genius about you right now. So use it, because this is a powerful period to get something started. Jupiter, which is also your it's your secondary ruling dignitary now. It used to be the original before we discovered Neptune, but ultimately it's still going to impact you. And Jupiter's in Aries, which means it's just constantly igniting and lighting the fire. There's so much energy. So whatever you put your mind to, or better yet, your whatever you put your imagination to, you can really have the energy now to take off. So it will have the momentum to take off. So this is definitely a time right now where I would highly recommend you getting something started, getting something underway. You may not even be completely conscious of it. You may be already doing this and be like, yeah, I already started that. I know. The astrology is just making it impossible for you to not be a creator right now. And then there's a slight trine to the moon when it goes into Cancer later on this week. That's pretty much you for this whole week. Will you be impacted by other things? Absolutely. And I think more pointedly, you will impact other things. I think Pluto is definitely working through you to cleanse the space, cleanse the airwaves, cleanse, heal psychically, do some sort of psychic realignment and healing with everybody who is maladjusted right now and needs to get readjusted to some sort of tuning in that we haven't done in a really long time. This is sort of some out of body, out of this world kind of experiences that it's almost like in some ways people have forgotten are real. People have forgotten are possible, or that there's something out there beyond beyond the practical. And the practical is getting a run for its money now. There is a square to Venus, which often distracts us with lots of frivolities. There's a Pluto square to Venus, and Saturn is also square to Mercury. So there's just this sense of real like beating down on any kind of details or distractions from the bigger picture, the higher picture, the higher sight. And that's really what you're focused on and so inspired by and reminding everybody of. So you may find yourself this week really being that voice of reason that can see not one side, but all sides and what's best for everybody. So ultimately you are the great advice giver right now. And if you see that people are naturally attracted to you for that, you'll know why. People probably open up to you anyway, though, Pisces. This is something that's probably quite common for you. Pisces, please, what do you need to tell Pisces about this energy or what they can expect? We have give with gratitude and grace. So it would be this is some sort of transcendent experience by giving to somebody or cultivating a sense of care or charity in people around you, or having some sort of charitable experience, some sort of transcendent experience because of somebody's charity for you, because of somebody giving their whole self to you, or realizing that they sacrificed everything for you. And maybe that is what sets you off and inspires you to start really moving forward. This is also a sense of just finally being able to maybe realize how much somebody appreciates you, or show how much you appreciate others by just going all in and not asking for anything back. Transcendence, transformation is beautiful. We have Aquarius and Scorpionic energy. Here, the fixed signs are going through a lot of duress, a lot of stress when it comes to the fixed signs right now. I feel like it's almost those challenges in life that have brought you to this point where you can be the guiding force. And in a lot of times, in a lot of ways, hold on a second. Go like this, squint your eyes. I know, I had to turn it on. The guiding light in somebody's life. There's almost like just purpose here, and the purpose is attached to you realizing that it's not about you. It's like the day you grow up, right? The day you realize that you're not a kid anymore is when you realize, I'm not the center of the universe and I'm not the only one that matters. Finding purpose outside of yourself is helping you transcend yourself and become liberated from the self that may have been gripping you way too much. So we have Pisces, please. Trust in the magic. There's a new beginning here for you. You have a lot of energy here. There could be some excess that you should watch out for, especially in terms of sex, sexual behavior, or intimate relationships. There could be a sense of excess here. That could be too, y'all. I don't know. Could be some sort of promiscuity where you just giving and don't expect nobody to receive, and you just keep on giving, the gift that keeps on giving. That could be too. I say that because I see 611. I have 111 and 666, and ultimately that second number speaks of excess, of realizing that maybe you've overindulged in things, and realizing, how have I overindulged in things? And maybe it's because I haven't been giving away enough. I haven't been giving enough. And that could be a cure for becoming like self-disruptive or self-destructive. Give with gratitude and grace. Transformation is possible, and trust in the magic. This is a new start. It's a new beginning. It's also a new truth. So it's seeing things. This is Aquarius energy. It's seeing things from a different perspective and realizing you're not who you used to be. This is also technically getting a new start. So I don't know if you've been held back on something or whatever it is. It's just that you're the source of wisdom now, and this could definitely win you or help you win people over, and easily you win their trust and get new opportunities, because you're sort of the voice of reason in the room right now. Even though you're not working in rationality, you're working from your heart, trusting your heart and connecting in faith. And then we have sweet results await. So this is something you've been working on. Maybe maybe there's already some resources that have been coming your way, or you're already starting to see the benefits of it, or the benefits are related to seeing how wonderfully you're impacting other people. That could be what you're working toward and what you're seeing starting to happen. Sweet results await is also about success. Only the busy bee gets the honey, and there seems to be some sort of honey or sweetness that has come in. There's also romantic energy now too. So ultimately, this could be when you affirm the start of a new relationship, the beginning of something that's just blossoming, and you're able to sort of give yourself over to it. I've got Aquarius energy, I've got Scorpio energy, but this isn't a romance reading. This is a general reading. Sweet results await. This is just good. This is just good news or good tidings, good energy to meet somebody in. And then we have set healthy boundaries. Aha! Could all this ease be a test? It's not really a test, guys. It's just setting healthy boundaries is about how much have you learned? How much are you going to continue to give and put into the things that matter to you instead of giving yourself completely over to somebody else? Set healthy boundaries is a sense of healthy boundaries are not too heavy and they're not too light. Healthy boundaries are the appropriate boundaries for the situation. So that does sound like a challenge here. This is also Cancerian energy. This could just be blocked or hiding in a shell, or somebody's hiding, or somebody's being defensive, trying to protect themselves in some way. I don't know what this could be. This is just a sense of maybe in some ways you almost feel like you need to kind of distance yourself a while and just get lost in your own space, in your own self. I tell you, the energy, in terms of the astrology, the energy is really good for just getting lost in yourself right now and letting your dreams guide you and take you and start to inspire you into doing new projects, or, I don't know, fucking starting off new, whatever you're going, you're just starting in something new. Set healthy boundaries. Let me flip over more cards. Time to heal. Oh, okay, just in, this is almost like a sense of you might be doing so well or have so much abundance that you have to, either you're being put in a leadership role where you're the one that has to dictate the boundaries and you're the one that has to set the rules. So it's almost like tables turn. The person who doesn't like any boundaries has to be the one that sets the boundaries. Or it's a sense of you're doing so well and there's so much resources coming into you now, material resources, that you're starting to realize, okay, I have to put rules or boundaries in order, or I'm going to be trampled all over and I'm going to let everybody drain my honey. My honey is mine because I have it, because I worked for it, and you really did with the bee on the table. You worked really hard, so ultimately you may start setting boundaries, especially for yourself. Watch for overspending in this kind of mindset. Watch for being too lackadaisical and too caught up in ideals, giving your whole self away. Even if something really matters to you, you can't give your whole self away. It's almost like when you don't know how to swim, trying to jump in and save somebody from drowning. Don't fucking do that. Stay on solid ground and throw somebody a life raft, or a life preserver. That's how you keep yourself safe and you save the both of you. So it's almost like with all this benefit or fortune or good stuff that's coming in, you might have to start really digging down and setting boundaries for yourself. And this is sort of the life lesson that you have to learn in this energy this week. Really start to set those boundaries so that you have something firm to always stand on when you need it. Time to heal is here. This is a healing process. Setting boundaries is actually healing. It's almost like setting bones. If something has been broken, you have to set boundaries so that you have time to nurture yourself and that your waters don't flood, and that your waters also are there for you to heal yourself. So time for healing is about the snake, Kundalini energy, taking that pain, taking that suffering and using it as a means to sort of exercise the bad energy inside of you. Get it out, let the universe carry it away. Yeah, but also fuel you and be your motivation. So there's a lot of fire in your belly right now, and that comes from Jupiter being in Aries. There's a lot of fire in your belly right now, and wherever it's coming from, you have the consciousness to be able to use it for good purposes. Be at home. This could be literal, like you're spending a lot of time at home because you don't have to go out, because you have so much to get done. You're doing so much creative work. It may not be a get out there kind of time, or you may be actually going home and spending time where you feel at home, whether it's an actual place or your family members or where your friends are, people who make you feel like family. There is just that sense of being around family is kind of helping you use the energy in the right way, be around positive people, be around healthy people, be in a place where you can heal. And then we have Spirit has a plan. So this is a higher consciousness. This is Jupiterian energy. This is also authority. So Spirit has a plan. I swear to God, if you're called to go home or something like that, go. That would be important. Looking at this from a higher perspective, I don't really know what that card means. I'm gonna keep moving. Let's keep moving and understand. What is Koala Spirit? How does that even? Why does that just fucking flew out? In the past, you were held up by something. Maybe you were held up by details. Maybe you were held back. Maybe there was some sort of car accident in the past. That's really detailed and specific, but that could be like being restrained, not being able to make things work out, or something happening that you couldn't control or couldn't predict. And then we have Scorpionic energy, which is resurrection or resurrective. It could also have meant you survived, you didn't die. Maybe you survived a near-death experience. Or you survived, or you had to go through a grieving process of losing somebody. This is all happening in the past, so do not worry. But this is also a sense of starting to realize why all that this is where the higher power comes in. Now becoming really healed enough to realize that now that the pain has gone away, you sort of see why everything had to happen or derail the way that it did. And then we have guardians, that you were always protected, and that ultimately, that you were always protected. And Taurus energy, that you are healing and growing. Let me just get these two. I'm telling you guys, it's so hard for me to speak and think right now. Mercury retrograde is doing a really big number on me. I don't know why. So I'm just going to use some help. Hold on. So ascension, it's imperative that you stay centered in the midst of storms and periods of tumult. Although it's easy to get caught up in chaos when situations arise, you must make the decision to remain calm. Yeah, you are going to be the voice of reason right now. Maybe you're the one that's taking care of somebody, or able to just make things right, or turn a terrible situation into a progressive situation. Remember the entitlements you were born with as an extension. I don't like that word, entitlements. You are completely free spirit. Don't allow others to influence your choices by dumping their drama onto you. Do what is right for you and allow others to do the same for themselves. The longer you operate this way, the lighter you'll be. All right, hold on. There's also Taurus energy. Yeah, these are a new deck for me. That's why I'm reading it. I usually do not read. But, yeah, so what? Fuck it. It is time to awaken your sixth sense, the innate wisdom that is meant to ground you to what is real. This can be done through the continual practice of mindfulness and meditation. These tools help quell the ego that by nature is at odds with your inner knowing. You may also open this connection by chanting or drumming. A developed inner guidance system will enhance telepathy, expand your imagination, and keep you centered in times of confusion. Yeah, so this really speaks to, I feel like it really speaks to you being the one to go into a really shitty situation or something that has happened has happened already or has happened, will happen at the beginning of this week, and be able to sort of not maybe even make it make sense for people, but help them understand how to heal and be that guidance system for them. There's definitely some toxicity here that is being used to fuel something new, a new project. This could have something to do with a child or a child being in danger, or the protection of a child, have to do with something of the protection of the child at home. And God had a reason for that, a purpose for that, starting to see why or how why all of that happened. It's like the why behind all of this happening. Hold on. No, what is this about though? Like, can you tell me the players on the board? Peace. And then we have here and now. It's telling you to live in the moment. It's making you realize that fuck the past. And I think that that's hard for you a lot of the times, to let the past go. That you have no obligation to the past. That even though something, it could have been a metaphoric train wreck. It didn't have to be an actual car crash. Something crashed and burned in the past, or there was a situation that you rushed into that you were not ready for, maybe with a Scorpio. This could have been a situation you rushed into that you weren't ready for with a Scorpio. Could have been somebody who was way younger than you, but ultimately now it's like coming to terms with that, starting to see why all that had to happen, and why that you're like, now, be here now, do with what you have now. You're not who you were in the past. Really at peace with where you are now, finding that peace in the here and now. And then why, I said loyal heart, and why somebody loves you the way that they do, or why. That's a good fucking question. I'm going to answer those. Let's go to tarot. The links are below. I'll see you guys there.